wait, go ahead.
So what you were saying? What about him?
I was saying,
one of the most hated characters in Star Trek history.
Is he though? I mean,
no, he really is.
What? Okay, I want to hear
your the actor's fault. It's the writers that fucked him.
Yeah, I mean, I was just happy that he finally got a little play, you know, like he got a little love, because he's always like, I don't know, like what's his name, like his best, like Paris always says, like he's always going for these chicks that are like not available.
Yeah, he seems to like the worst chicks possible for him.
Yeah, but that episode where he falls in love with that one alien, that after they bone, like his skin starts glowing and shit.
Yeah. I was like,
oh, look at him. And then, but his that was the first time I like barely respected his acting, because like he you know, just showing how like him being like basically like lovesick or whatever. I was like, damn, he's like bucking up to like Captain Janeway and shit. I was like, oh.
Yeah, well, that was them stuff. It was
it's like
his character had no growth whatsoever. He was. Oh, it really does. I mean, okay, yeah, he went a little against him in that episode, but he's still the ensign. It's like gung ho, like he's just out of the academy, and you're just kind of like. And it's not his fault. He actually, many times has been said, he went to the writers like, can you like I don't know, move me up from ensign or have me develop something? And they were like, no, we need an ensign. And they were like, okay, that's why everybody fucking hates him though. He's like the most useless character sometimes. He is. He doesn't do shit really. He's not useful at all.
He's useful to his best friend Paris, and when they. Hey, they are fucking sidekicks. He's the like Milhouse to Bart.
Not bad. Not bad.
Like you're gonna move Milhouse up? No, Milhouse is always Bart's, you know, Bart's sidekick. Like that's how it is, you know. And like he fucking I don't know. He always does like Captain Proton, you know, like now they get to be fucking have their little bro sessions and shit. Yeah. I swear I wish we had a holodeck in real life. Like me and you would be just like
so much fun.
We'd be like in pro sumo and shit. Like
oh yes. Not even just pro sumo. We go like back to the Indo period when fucking pro sumo really got started. And we're like, yeah, let's go.
Like, this is awesome. Oh my god. We would fucking nerd out, dude.
We would nerd out fucking hard. We would nerd out like Bashir and fucking O'Brien. We would nerd out.
Yeah.
We'd fight the Alamo. And
oh shit.
Welcome to Lone Star Sake&Sumo. I am Caleb. This is Justin. We are here to talk about the November Bash Show that starts this Sunday. It's not the only thing we're going to talk about today, but it's the main important thing that we're talking about. Before we go any further, I got breaking news. It turns out, we found out just about less than an hour ago, that the Houston Sumo Open here in Texas had a cash prize of $200 for first place for the man and woman, and we have a donor who is matching that. So now $400 going to first place of men and first place of women. Holy crap. Yeah. So if you haven't, and you were on the fence, if you're sitting on the fence going, should I wrestle? Should I go to Houston?
400.
Go. You will see me there.
Yes.
You won't see Justin.
Unfortunately, I do have to work. But you will see. You will be.
Personally, I think it's an open event, and he would have had to probably wrestle me. And he didn't wrestle me all year. He's been sidestepping. I see him.
I'm like, I gotta keep a low profile. No, so for y'all that know, I just started a new job. Yay me, because I'm broke, and I am, and it falls on a not so good time. But I'm pretty happy. I still represent Texas Sake, but I needed some monies.
Yeah. So we have that coming up this weekend. right the day before the professional starts. We had Swiss Open not too long ago, which we're hoping to have an episode on that. Maybe we can have a combined episode of Houston and the Swiss Open, like people who went and played. We'll see what we can do later on this month in November. However, if everything works out right, we shall have some guests coming on later today in this episode. Brandon and Al from Ronin Beya will come on to talk about their Florida tournament, which is the second Florida tournament. So Florida, way to go! I mean,
good job, Florida.
Texas, no one else has had multiple. No other state has had multiple sumo things in a year. So Florida, god damn guys, well done, well done. They want to pass California. They want to fucking challenge us. I know what they want to do.
Florida's Texas's redheaded stepchild.
What, corny? Bring it.
What, corny?
Come on, Sykes, let's go.
Shots fired. Across the bow.
So before we have on these guys, let's jump into professional sumo real quick. Got some interesting stuff going on.
Yeah, a lot of people, a lot of shifting around. And we knew it from last bus show. There was a lot of really terrible, terrible losses, and I was like, oh, this is gonna be fun to see who's mixed, or who gets mixed around and who got knocked down to Juryo. And it was lesser than I thought. Some people were saved. If we wanted to start at the bottom, I mean,
we're actually going to start at Juryo right now.
Oh, okay.
We got two people I want to bring up in Juryo, both taught by the GOAT Hokuseiho. The first one was Inho, who I'm really worried about.
Yeah, he's 11. He's Juryo 11.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He just went 6-9 to drop to Juryo 11. If he has another one of those tournaments, a 6-9, he can drop out of the paid period. He can drop out of professional.
Which, speaking of the same size stature, I just wanted to quickly note that Ishii is way low.
Well, he's not participating. His nerve is still messed up, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That's why he keeps dropping.
He's like Makushita 50 or something.
Yeah,
really bad.
Because nerve damage is nothing to fuck with. If it's bad, you have to wait.
Yeah.
You can't rehab that shit usually.
Yeah.
You gotta stay healthy until that stuff just grows back naturally. The other guy, of course, I said another student of Hokuseiho. We have Hokuseiho is all the way up to 6 already. Yeah. Still not bending his knees, but he's still beating everybody without bending his knees. If he has a very good tournament, let's say he wins 11 or 12, he could just shoot up right into the freaking top division.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be awesome.
Your boy Aqua's down there.
But the fact that he can win consistently, almost standing up, is just amazing how strong he is. And so I'm excited about those two guys. So that being said, we're going to move on to the top division, and there's one new guy. I mean, there's other guys who came up from Juryo, but they've been there before, but there's one brand new guy.
Only one.
Adama Fuji.
Captain Adam.
Yeah.
All I say is Adam. I don't know, an Adam Fuji, an Adam Mountain?
Yeah, I don't even know what I'm talking about. It's a superhero name.
Yeah.
Superhero name. It's so awesome.
Adam Mountain. Atama, what does that even mean? I can't remember. Anyways.
But he went up there, and he didn't have a fantastic tournament last time, so I don't know how good he's going to do. I might put him on my fantasy team, though, just because. You know what happened. Hey, Brandon. Ladies and gentlemen, Brandon McLeod from Ronin Beya Sumo. How you doing, Brandon?
Doing good. How about you guys?
Doing all right.
Up here recording. We were talking about professional sumo. You want to come in and join us with that? I don't know. You watch professional sumo, don't you? I'm pretty sure you do. I think you said that.
Yeah, I dabble in it a little here and there.
Okay.
Dabble. Dibble and dabble?
Dibble dabble.
Well, what we could do is we could take a break here from the professional stuff and just get into the stuff, a reason why we wanted Brandon on today.
Sure.
All right. So, Brandon, you're from Ronin Beya Sumo. Am I correct? Is that's y'all, right? There's two Ronin, so I'm getting confused.
Sumo Beya.
Ronin Sumo Beya.
Okay.
Okay.
One of the two Ronins.
Yes. So you're down there in Florida. Where in Florida are you located?
We're in the Panhandle up in Northwest Florida. We train on the beach mostly, down in Santa Rosa Beach. But just recently, where we're doing the tournament at, probably going to be setting up a second location to train it over here at the gym.
Cool.
That's where
what is the gym that you guys train at?
Are going to train at?
Are going to train at?
Yeah, it's called, the actual place is called the gym.
That is very, very clever. That a lot of thought has gone into that. So
yeah. Yeah, well, it started out as Kicking It Fitness, a cardio kickboxing place, and then they started to expand and started bringing in gym equipment. So it became the gym at Kicking It Fitness, but a lot of people just call it the gym. I think the sign out by the road just says the gym. So
okay,
that's kind of cool.
Okay, and what city? This is in
Defuniak Springs.
What? One more time.
Defuniak Springs.
Man, that's a handful. Defuniak Springs.
Yeah.
Okay, Defuniak Springs. All right. Oh, we've got Mr. Al on the.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
There. I see you. I hear you.
Awesome.
I see you. I hear you.
Okay.
Well,
Go ahead, Justin. Go.
I was just gonna say. So, you guys, we were just talking about as our normal Sake and Sumo. I do hope that you guys have a drink. That's a kind of a rule on this show.
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. Give me a second.
All right.
There we go.
That happens, sir. So we anyways, like we had just finished talking about Juryo, and you came in actually at the right time as we were about to approach into the top level. But as soon as Mr. Al gets back on, and you go ahead and take this airtime to tell us this tournament. I just started seeing a lot of stuff, a lot of chatter online for this December 3rd tournament. So I'm new. I didn't even know it was happening. I was like, oh snap. Okay, cool. So I'm excited.
Justin has a weird social media life where he's on for a little bit and then he just disappears for a month or so and then he shows up again for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, me and especially Facebook. Me and Facebook are not friends, but yeah, I pretty much I post for Dark Circle and then I'm off. I like to be in reality.
Yeah, I don't blame you. But yeah, I've been on social media a lot lately. Yeah, hyping up the tournament, demos that we're doing. We got a demo this weekend in Pensacola, Florida.
Okay.
About an hour or so away, and we're doing that at the International Affairs Building at the college, University of West Florida. And they work with Japan. So it's Japan Culture Day is the event. And that's the Sunday the 13th.
That's what you really, like a lot of the I guess the younger clubs I tend to talk to and kind of, I don't know, coach on basically how to grow an event within the community, like doing it by yourself. It's hard, but if you can connect with the Asian American or Japanese American community there, and do their festivals and stuff like that, and that love gets reciprocated. It definitely comes back, as you can see with with the what do you call it, consulates.
Yeah,
and all three Japanese organizations in Austin were like, this is totally cool and are totally down with it. So you're doing it the right way, sir. Definitely
thank you. Yeah, we got them, the college, the International Affairs, and they work with the Japan Society of America, the Northwest Florida chapter. So yeah, we got that connection now. They already invited us for a Lunar New Year event, January 20th. We'll do a demo there and promote the club. I had a meeting the other day with the Consulate General of Miami's office of Japan. So they're really excited to see what's going on in Florida Sumo.
Yeah.
So
nice.
Yeah, we're building a relationship with them.
You're doing it the right way, sir. You're doing it the right way.
Thank you.
Okay, so tell us about the tournament you got coming on December. I want to hear all about it.
Yeah, is it open weight? Are there all weight classes? Is there youth or like what can we expect? What do we got?
Yeah, you can expect it all. I'm trying to have it all. Youth division, 13 to 17-year-olds. If we can, I approached the Boys and Girls Club here in Defuniak Springs about possibly bringing in. They got a few teenagers, and then they got a lot of younger kids. So I told them if there's enough interest from them, I might try and do a 12 and under division too.
Okay.
So
maybe some of the wrestling clubs in town.
Yeah, they don't really have wrestling up in our part of the county. South Walton, I think, Al, you got your son's actually about to start doing wrestling at South Walton High School. So
possibly, I was actually we were out trick or treating, and I was recruiting the wrestling coach to come and do sumo while he was trying to recruit my son to come and do wrestling.
That's a good exchange. That's a good cultural exchange.
Yeah, for real.
All right. Well, I am ready, by the way. I've got.
There we go.
Awesome.
Everybody cheers it up, my friends.
Yeah. But, also, we got one of the guys that one of the kids that works at the gym. He's also a football player at the high school, so I think he's interested in doing it. He might tell his football teammates. A lot of offensive and defensive lineman guys.
Okay.
They might be involved.
You hear that, Jordan Sykes? Do you hear that?
Yeah.
Jordan will be competing in the grown-ass men division. He's another level.
Yeah.
He already plays at nationals. Don't give him like extra stuff.
Don't go blow his head up. Hold on a second. Hold on. Nah, we love him. He's
a great kid.
Mm-hmm.
I know he's been going to getting invites to the college football programs. Florida State, he went to the game the other day, and
nice.
I think he just got an invite to the University of Florida and
one other
university. So
Troy. It was Troy.
Yeah, he's getting some interest.
Nice.
So that's good for him.
Man, we've got one of our own going. Who could possibly go pro? That would be amazing.
Shoot. Okay, so let me know. I want to know. So I love the fact you're getting everything, especially youth, because we're trying really hard to get youth in as many competitions as we can get. But I would like to know more about you guys. How did y'all get into sumo?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I like all kinds of wrestling styles from around the world, and I'd watched sumo before, probably back when I was in high school. Late night ESPN. A lot of people catch it 2-4 o'clock in the morning, whatever time it came on. And I always thought that was cool. I think Akebono was the champ back then. And then after that, didn't really think, much of it. But about a year or so ago, I started, I was on YouTube checking out different styles like Scottish backhold wrestling, which, I'm trying to get that started here soon too.
Nice.
And then sumo pops up in my feed, so I'm checking it out, and then all of a sudden, I don't know, I just couldn't stop watching. So I had to do a Google search, thinking, chances are not good that there's sumo in the States, but ended up seeing Florida Sumo Association, and I'm like, it's an hour or so away, and I emailed him. He called, and Korn called me back like probably an hour later, maybe.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, we're getting ready for nationals. But yeah, maybe we'll take a week off after to recover, and maybe you can start after that. So he calls me like the day he's traveling back home, and it's like, hey, you want to start this week? I'm like, yeah, let's do it, man. Threw the Mawashi on, and that's it, man. I was hooked.
He didn't offer you a jar of peanut butter?
No. All he kept saying was talking about something about traditional or something.
I don't think Brandon got the joke on that one. Corn in his.
I know he loves peanut butter.
Every contest, he walks around for 2 days, 3 days with a jar of peanut butter and a spoon in his hand.
Yeah, I think he ate all that before he could even offer it to me. So
that's the source of his strength. If you take the peanut butter away, he loses the tournament.
No, but that guy, Brandon, traditional. My gosh, that man, he had messaged me like 3 times about that. I'm like, dude, like, if you want to go traditional, you can. If I say no,
I have for years have been trying to get this man to go traditional.
I'm not going to.
It's gonna happen. My God. Gonna happen.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys watched our episode where we basically had like a little movie night and watched the Sumo Do, Sumo Don't, the original one from 1992.
Yeah.
No, I missed it. I heard about that. I was going to tune in, but I think something came up. But I'll have to go back and watch that.
Well, there is a guy in there. There's one one Western guy, and he refuses to go traditional the whole time, and then he sees us. But then they're in this final tournament, and because he's refusing to go traditional, he can't fight. So he's passing wins on to the other team, and until he's finally just so frustrated, and he's he I don't know, it's just movie magic, whatever. He yanks off his spandex through the mawashi, and then just tosses it to the cheerleaders. It falls on a cheerleader's face or something.
Nice.
Hilarious.
The old Velcro spandex.
Yeah. It's the stripper spandex.
Yeah.
I will say it many times. I've seen too many things I did not want to see. It's not the butt cheek thing. It's the other stuff that I'm not.
It's the stuff that pops out. Yeah.
In these tournaments.
I
just don't want to go traditional. I'm sorry.
If you get it on right.
Yeah.
Dude, no. I've seen Eric's. I've seen Jacob Bucks. I've seen so many of you guys.
We've all seen Eric's
put your own on. So you don't always get it up the butt like you're supposed to.
Yeah, you can't tell. I mean, you can't tell if it's tight or not. And nobody wants to tell you, hey.
Oh, I let them know. Sometimes I let them. I'm just like, hey.
It's creeping over to the right, guy. Let's work this out. But Al, how did you get into sumo?
I have a similar background to a lot of guys. I was a high school wrestler, and then got into AAU wrestling. Then did the Junior Olympics. I was a Junior Olympics champion, and then decided I wanted to try to wrestle in the Olympics. And it's a lot tougher than you think it is. Yeah. Junior Olympics are nothing compared to the Olympics. Yeah. And unless you are selected to the team, man, it's impossible. Trying to, when you're 18 years old and trying to work a job and pay rent and then try to train, it was just impossible. So I kind of, I did some club wrestling, but it was over. Wrestling was over, but I wasn't over wrestling. And so I was gone for a few years from me. I'd wrestle here and there, with some club stuff. And then fortunately, jiu-jitsu, the UFC came around, and right when that happened, I was like, wrestling's going to make a comeback because wrestling will dominate this sport once wrestlers learn how to do some jiu-jitsu. So I started doing.
Gracies came in.
Yeah.
And but wrestling was still it wasn't respected until UFC showed up, and a couple wrestlers joined up, and they were usually get second and third in a lot of those tournaments.
Oh yeah. Well, just about now, anybody who's in the top of the UFC has a wrestling background, and then they add in you have to have boxing and striking, and you have to have, jiu-jitsu in there. And so I, started doing jiu-jitsu, which I really enjoyed that. It's not quite like wrestling, but it was similar. And, got up to a purple belt in jiu-jitsu. Nice. And I've always, I've probably been following sumo for, I don't know, probably 10, 12 years. There wasn't that much on the internet, even just 10 years ago.
Yeah,
it was very sparse, so I think I watched every single thing that there was on the internet.
Possibly Jason Sumo, I think. Maybe.
Yeah, Jason Sumo channel. And
you gave us the most.
And then, so I happened to be watching the U.S. Open, and it was Justin, you were there competing there that year as well, but what caught my attention was, they announced Cornelius from Florida. And I turned to my wife and I go, I'm going to try to look this guy up. Florida's a huge state, but I go, like you guys in Texas, Texas, you could be 20 hours away from somebody and they're still in Texas.
Yeah.
Florida's the same way. I said, but you never know. He may be close. And this is a God honest truth story. I said this to my wife, and literally within the next 5 minutes, my phone rings, and I pick up the phone, and I go, yeah, hello. And the guy goes, hello, my name's Cornelius Booker, and I understand you're interested in sumo. In my mind, I'm like, everybody knows that your phone is listening to you. And then I'm like, how in the hell did my phone contact Cornelius Booker to contact me? Well, I found out after a while in talking to Corn that I had given my number to a guy like 6 months earlier who said he knew somebody that did sumo. It happened to be Cornelius.
Wow.
So he had given Corn my number, but Corn just never contacted me, until 6 months later. But I'm like, aha, that's it. So lo and behold, Corn was only about an hour from me. So we started meeting. This was in 2017. We started meeting halfway and started wrestling on the beach, 2 or 3 times a week.
Wow.
During good weather.
Actually, all these years, I never actually knew how you had just like, I think the first time I competed against you was like, I think it was in Georgia. Was it?
No, it was in
San Antonio.
St. Joe, Missouri.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
The national. My very first tournament was the Nationals.
That's right. Okay. Yeah, in that middle of nowhere, Saint whatever Joseph. It was freezing cold in that
6 degrees, I think, when we got out of the airport.
Yeah, Jesus Christ, in that shit motel, but it was.
Oh yeah, the Radisson.
The rat.
Yeah, I've heard of this. I wasn't there, but I've heard of this from people.
Oh, it was good times.
It was awful. I mean, it was so bad they actually gave us money back. That's how bad. You know how bad a hotel room has to be to give you money back.
I think what, like, was it your room or somebody's room that, I mean, it was just like mold and like, or something crazy. It was just, or like, no. Somebody had like blood on their sheets or something.
Did you get stuck in the elevator? Was that you or was that?
No, I didn't get stuck. I had the one decent room in that place, the with a jacuzzi. I coughed up the extra few little pennies for the nicer room or whatever, but it was pretty bad. And they did it there twice. I think.
Yeah,
it was like
I know.
Two nationals. Like, you didn't learn from the first one.
It was great exposure because that's a huge wrestling tournament. Like you and I have discussed.
Yeah.
We got to get this in front of these wrestling kids because for 99% of them, there is no more grappling after high school. That's it.
Yes.
But sumo affords them that opportunity, and if we can just let them know that, hey, man, sumo is here for you, and it's fun, and you don't have to dedicate your entire life to it to still have fun at it. You can practice once or twice a week, still go out and have fun, and still be competitive.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree. I agree with a lot of sports. I mean, here in Texas and Florida too. That's why I'm trying so hard to get football people and volleyball girls, because it's a big thing. Both those are a big thing here in Texas, and so it's hard. But when I convince them to try it, because at one point, either after high school or after college, they just don't have anything to do. I mean, because football, it's hard to just play football. You can't just be like, hey, let's go do some football. Yeah. Probably most sports like that, baseball and volleyball, it's just really hard to just go out and do it. Sumo's a little easier.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazingly easy. Brandon and I wrestle without mawashis frequently. And, you don't even have to have a mawashi to practice. You need one to compete. But, the entry level to sumo is, pretty cheap, $100, and you're in sumo.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so.
Reaching it, man. Good job.
Where and when is this tournament taking place, sir?
December 3rd, 11 a.m. to Funiac Springs, Florida, at the gym at Kicking It Fitness.
The gym. I love that.
The gym. 11 a.m. Okay.
Are you going to have any, for those who can't make it out, I mean, I'm hoping to, but because I'm broke, I need people to ride with, because I don't have any money. But for us who can't make it, is this going to be online? Are we going to be able to watch it anywhere?
Yeah,
you'll be able to watch it. We're going to live stream on the Ronin Sumo Beya YouTube channel.
Awesome.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
awesome.
I'm gonna try to find it. So if I try to, I'll be able to
Try
find
and
it.
look, it just let me make a handle the other day. I don't know if it works yet, but try at Ronin Sumo. That's all our social media: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, yeah, and now YouTube at
And
Ronin Sumo.
Ronin. Wait, at Ronin
Sumo. Just one.
Oh, one full word.
Yeah.
I'm going to. Oh, look at you! Wait, nope. Yeah. Oh, there you are.
There it is.
Boom. Make sure on all your videos on the back end you tag US Sumo and all kinds of stuff. You utilize those tags seriously because it helps. It helps for. I mean, all of us have similar stories of like you're on YouTube or whatever, and you're trying to, and you're like, I want to look at more into sumo, and of course, people put in. Think about us, someone who never done sumo, and they're trying to find sumo. Those are the tags words. Think of the tags words you would search, and make sure you put those tags on your videos because that actually it really helps the community, and then they can see like, oh snap, there's like, there's it's everywhere, so
right.
That's
something I'm kind of bad at. Like I know to do it, but then I post a video or something, and then it totally skips my mind to put a hashtag on it. So yeah,
sure
got to remember that for sure.
You can do that at any time. You can go back to admin, and put those in anytime.
Yeah,
these kind of things, like even though I don't keep up on the the day-to-day social media stuff, like, but for for content stuff, I mean I'm still pretty good at.
So
you are, man. I love your stuff.
We first right before I want to mention San Antonio's gonna bring back the Mighty Eagle team tournament. The team
tournament
happening in February. I love the team tournament because it's very much Tom used to wrestle in Japan, and so he wanted the tournaments to be like Japan. So you start off with a team tournament of the clubs and people bringing teams together. We will have 3-on-3s in this one, and then after that it's an open weight. So there's no like weight classes before. So that should be a lot of fun. I will keep updating people about the team tournament. The Met is coming. Hopefully, that's the first time I met Brandon as at one of those, and so hopefully we'll make it out again for that one. That'd be fun.
Dallas, we coming for you.
We get a couple Florida teams. It'd be fun.
Dallas did pretty damn good at the last team tournament.
They did actually, yeah.
I know. I gotta. I'm watching you. Sorry, continue.
So we're gonna go back in the professionals. If you want to chip in, please feel free to chip in. We are going to the top division. We were talking about Yamafuji, but I would like to move on to some of the people that I'm like at the bottom of the Maegashira ranks. There's some guys that are annoying me, like Ichiyamamoto and stuff, who have fantastic first weeks, and then they fall apart in week 2 and get 7 8s and 8s and 7s instead of moving up.
Yeah.
Ichiyamamoto is the guy who I noticed the most, but I feel like it's happened a lot. Is it because these guys are giving too much in that first week? Like they're just giving everything they can, and they just don't have it week 2.
I think so. I mean, some of the more inexperienced guys don't know that it's a mental game, and there you got to be in it for the long haul, the whole 2 weeks. And so they go hard, and then if they gas out, and after their first loss, they just start trickling down. And I mean, but then you look at a guy, like Kagayaki, who's seasoned, but I don't know, it just cannot pull the wins out like he used to. Like, and I mean, he starts bad, like Shodai, and then ramps up. So I don't know. There is one guy that I think I'm surprised that they kept him in the top rank, but I'm also happy because I mean he's Salt Bay. Like, what would the top rank be without Terutsuyoshi?
If he has a losing record, we're gonna find out. If he goes 7 and 8, we're gonna find out.
No, he's gonna pull it off. I swear he's gonna pull it off.
If he changes it up, man, because last time, when you go for 4 or 5 straight matches or whatever it was doing Ashitori, people are going to see that coming.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
You get stuck on that. A lot of people do. Even in the top division, people get like really on their favorite move and just kind of get stuck on that. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You got stuck hard.
Speaking of one-noters, I think Oho, honestly, he's got to evolve. This is his like what, fourth tournament in the top level.
I'm not sure. See if I can find out real quick.
In my mind, I think I want to say I've seen him 4 times in the top. We've talked about him enough to where
he's had 5, so this will be a 6th.
Oh shit! This is a 6th. So he's been in it a whole year.
But yeah, you're right. So that should be an issue because he's still not in the joy. He's still just kind of bouncing around at the bottom.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, if Atamafuji, like at his trajectory, he might just surpass Oho, like in a handful of. I don't know. We have to see how he is because once they reach the top level, it's a whole different ballgame.
That's true.
He's had this kid. I think I saw the record. He had the 8th fastest promotion to the top level in history.
Yeah,
he's 20 years old.
20 years old. He's 20.
Yeah, he's a young dude.
Wow. It's a difference. The big difference is every match is tough at that level, and it just grinds on you. They get
thing. I mean, he didn't have a fantastic record last time. Just the top of Juryo, he had I think 8 or 9 wins, and so I don't know. That may not be enough to stay up in the top division. Not that if he gets knocked out, it's a big deal. It happens to guys, even great ones. Cherno Fuji got knocked out of the top division a couple times before he figured it out. So,
but I want to this guy Atami Fuji, like we need one of those like super rising stars. So part of me wants him to just keep breezing through, and people are just confused by it, like he's just like this anomaly. So I don't know. I need to get more excited, like because a Teruno Fuji he's gonna need some help. So I hope that he's some new golden boy that keeps on rising. Like so, keep shooting for the stars, Atami Fuji. I don't know.
Now we came in a little bit late, but what about Asanoyama? I know a lot of people were expecting him to win.
That's a good.
But
he lost one.
He ran into a roadblock, and then I think he'll win this time around.
Oh yeah.
I don't think he'll win. I think this might actually be better for him because if he had won the last one, he would have been at the bottom of Juryo. I think if he wins this one, he'll be like somewhere close to the middle of Juryo, and he can probably get out of Juryo faster.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
This actually might help him out. That one loss might actually help him out a lot.
And I think so too. It'll boost his confidence. I've been a fan of Asanoyama back when we were first beginning our sumo and sake. Asanoyama was, still we thought it was going to be a Takakeisho Asanoyama rivalry for the long run.
Yeah,
and then
really
and then Asanoyama went in, did young man things, and life happens. So I've been sitting back and soaking up Takakeisho, and because we haven't had a decent ozeki. It's been him and Shodai, and I royally hate Shodai.
Okay, we're not going into that.
Anyways,
1,000 times we know.
I'm gonna say it every single episode.
So I want to go into one of the guy at the bottom ranks who should have a huge record, I think, in this one. So if you are a fantasy sumo picker person, a no-show is at Maegashira 11. He should kick the shit out of people at Maegashira 11. He really will knock the crap out of people down there.
Wait, whoa. Oh, no-show?
A no-show.
Oh, no-show.
Where is he usually?
Yeah.
He's usually in the joy.
Yes.
And he gives those guys a hard time.
Yes, he does. But I just look at him like a lesser formed version of Takakeisho.
I agree, but that's what I'm saying. You take a lesser form of Takakeisho and put him at the bottom of Maegashira, where he's taking on the guys that bounce in and out of Juryo. He's gonna kick the crap out of those guys.
Yeah,
beat the living shit. I'm betting 10 wins on him this next tournament.
Oh well,
because he's
it might happen.
Low.
Put your money where your mouth is, sir.
That's what I'm thinking. That's why I wanted to bring him up before we go into the Joy, because we do have some cool shit in the Joy. Rudin is already at Maegashira 6. He's having a nice time. He's shooting up there.
Skyrocketing back up.
Wakamotoharu is at Maegashira 4.
Yep.
Dang. Okay, I know he's the brother of Wakatakage, but I did not expect this from him. I didn't expect him to be so good because he doesn't.
Why? He's got Waka in front of his name. Like,
I get that, but he does nothing in his sumo game that is like crazy good. He does all the basics just really well.
I mean,
that's all you need.
Okay, so he doesn't have any flair. You know, he's not a Michael Jordan, but he's got the basics. He's a fucking Larry Bird.
I think he's going to have big trouble in Little China.
Yeah.
So to speak.
But yeah, no, straight up, I think he's a badass. You expect something. You expect something like when I saw Wakatakage, I knew he was gonna be a badass because that man can stay bent. He has knees of steel. He can just stay like bent so perfectly the entire time. And you know when you see, yeah, you can see Hoshoryu. You see all his moves. You see the flash. You see the greatness. I didn't see any of that in him. I just saw a good wrestler, but he just keeps winning. Why just keep winning?
Yeah, that's true.
Soon enough, good fighting spirit, man.
Yeah. Let me tell you what's going to happen. It's going to be Takayasu and Ichinojo.
Ichinojo.
For what? In ozeki? Or what?
It'll be them. It'll be one of those two that wins the tournament.
Oh,
he's doing out bold predictions.
Oh wow,
Takayasu's on a good streak.
Yeah, but that's why I think he's not going to be that great because he usually kicks ass when he has like a tournament off.
Oh, that's true. Shit.
That's you never know with Takayasu. Just
I think he's fired up. I think he just had a kid. He's
had it.
Oh yeah.
He's looking like old Takayasu. Like the bear is back. Like I don't think he's gonna have a bad tournament, dude. I
think it's gonna be him.
In it.
Yeah, and Ichinojo right there. You know, they're both gonna be 13-2 or somewhere around there, and there's gonna be a playoff.
I would personally like to see Hoshoryu and Wakatakage at the end. Like
that would be exciting. That would be exciting.
Because like I don't know. That's me and Caleb's like ultimate fantasy of them, like rifling each other.
Yeah, them rising together. They just keep.
That would be awesome.
I think one day that will happen. They're both going to be Yokozuna one day.
Yeah, I think so too. Or at least ozeki. I can see them.
The minimum. Yeah,
it's really hard to get that next step, that very last step. So you never know. Because I thought Takeshi was gonna get it when he got the ozeki at 22 because that was so fast.
Yeah.
Injuries, so you never know. You never know what people.
It's true. There's like that fire and charisma behind Hoshoryu and Wakatakage, like to re-spark that whole the Yokozuna. Like Tenno Fuji's great and that's nice, but it ain't like the dynasty of like fucking Hakuho and like that three-way Mongolian dynasty. I could just see them just really firing up sumo for the next generation.
Yeah, I can see them being like Akebono and Takanohana, like two guys with two different styles, just repeatedly beating each other over and over again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's going to happen one day. Both will be Yokozuna, and they're going to be legends of sumo. I got a good feeling on them too.
Well, see, one's going to get there first. And then that's gonna really put the other one might be ozeki, and then we'll probably get a couple of boss shows of them like going in hard because whoever ends up getting there first, that ozeki is gonna just watching them two fight each other, and until he's finally Yokozuna as well would be just that's
and I think Wakatakage could do that first. Because he's going to be first, in a spot ahead of him already.
Yeah, he's been like that.
Imagine Hoshoryu seeing that and getting the fire in his eyes that you can see, and him getting ramped up to go after him. That's how I want to see it happen.
Yeah,
that'll make for a great story.
Yeah.
Okay. I also like to talk about the fact that we have 4 and their Tamawashi Kiribiyami, Daisho, and the new one, Tobizaru. Tobizaru got up there in the Sanyaku. Fantastic record.
Flying Monkey.
Yes.
He said he wanted to do it before 30.
He's gotten there. How will he do? Now he's starting, because last time people said he wasn't going to do good last time at M1, but he did fantastic.
Well, this last tournament said a lot about his development. Like, he's changed up. I know that, in our interview with Takeshi, like, he says that he's had that style, but like, to me, I personally, just that last tournament saw a difference in his timing and where he's like, he's not just going head first. He's parrying and then waiting for a right, the right strike, and then closing the gap. If he keeps that up, I mean, it's a killer. I mean, he took Teruno Fuji down with it. I like what he's doing now, and I don't know. I wish I could do it.
Yeah, like I said in our review, it's not so much he changed his style; he just learned patience. He's learning to read his opponents better. Yeah, which is a huge thing.
It just comes with time and age. I don't know.
Yeah, that's my thing lately. Since I kind of switched my styles up, I'm more of an Oshi style guy now.
Which I love. I love watching now.
I can tell your difference.
But I lose a few matches getting, right to the edge, wanting to kill the guy and not being patient. And then they kind of sidestep a little bit and my foot will step out. That's the thing, learning the patience, staying low and squatting at the edge.
Yeah.
So,
my first 2 years in the game, I was just like, hit him, just ram him hard, just fucking ram him hard. I mean, I've got a great touch at it, but I was just like, it was just wild. And that would cost me shit. I mean, in 2019, it cost me a free trip to Osaka, against Cornelius. I just rush. And then I end up stepping myself out. And I'm like, and you learn lessons from that and you grow from it. And so that's an awesome thing.
That's right. It cost me against you at Nationals when I faced you. I know you got that hard tachi too. We crashed, skulls and then I started driving you to the edge. You just turned and beautiful. I think you might have pulled my belt, maybe. I don't remember exactly, but I remember going out pretty hard. So
those are just old man tricks. Old man tricks.
Yeah. And I just want to say real quick, Brandon, from watching you at the Met to watching the Cowboys Cup a few months ago, you gotten so much better, changing your style up, and I've been really fun to watch you, man. You're growing, and it's great.
Thank you.
Ronin Sumo. Okay, so I know how you feel about Shodai, Justin. But Takayumi, if he gets 10 wins, he can be ozeki again. He just needs to win. What do you think his chances are? How do you feel about that?
Oh, that's the hard part about it, Takayumi. Like, I've been since day one, since I first started watching sumo, I've been a Takayumi fan, and like anybody who's seen any of my Instagrams and stuff, like when I went to go see him in Osaka, like I had a sign that said, USA loves Takayumi, like, but his heart, you never know when he's gonna be on. Like it's. I don't know. Over the years, he's been like Takayasu, just been a bit inconsistent. But it's better than being consistently bad like Shodai. So, I don't know. That's all I got.
Give me what you think. Yes or no?
God.
10 wins or not? Make a bold prediction.
I'm gonna say he gets 10 wins to jump back up, because it's probably it's embarrassing for him. I unfortunately, knowing Shodai, who's like the kid who studies before right before the test, he's gonna cram enough wins in to skate by, and I think they'll both be fine. But yes, that's my prediction.
Shodai seems like a guy who doesn't get enough coffee. He doesn't do any good. When he does get enough coffee, the rest is completely different. I mean, it's like the sleeping giant every time. Like, really? Are you awake today or not?
Yeah. You do it.
When he's had his coffee.
It's not the Tachi. He doesn't. If he comes off the Tachi, he's scary as fuck to people.
It's crazy. Like how he could be so good and then be so bad the next day. And I'm like, what are you doing?
2 different worlds. He's 2 different Shodais. He's like he's got split personalities. Which Shodai is going to show up today?
It's almost like the old golfing joke. Any of you guys golf?
A little bit.
A little bit.
There's this old golfing joke about this guy who used to show up at golf, and one day he would play left-handed, one day he would play right-handed, and one day he wouldn't even show up. And they're like, "What's the story with this?" He goes, "Well, if my wife sleeps on her left-hand side, I play left-handed. My wife sleeps on her right-hand side, I play right-handed." He goes, "What about the days you don't show up?" "Oh, that's the day she sleeps on her back."
Yeah.
That's Shodai's wrestling right there. It's
Hell yeah.
Okay. All right. So predictions. We got one for Al. What is your predictions on the guys who are going to finish the end of this thing? How is this batch going to end up?
Brandon?
Oh, you ask me? I think it might be crazy, but Tamawashi repeat.
Woo! That is a bold prediction right there.
Hey.
Repeat from the old man. Love it.
That's a rare feat.
Great things happen in threes. Great things.
He's already the oldest man to ever win one, so and the modern era.
I'm gonna say either of my 2 guys, Hoshoryu or Wakatakakage. And I think I think on the trajectory, Wakatakakage should be the one to pull that off. I don't know who he's gonna have to go against. I don't think it's gonna be a sweep. He's gonna have to earn it. But I think he'll be that guy who has to go against. Maybe it's him and Tamawashi. Fuck,
might be. Yeah, I would love that matchup for the final day or something. Or
that'd be scary.
If it come down to that,
that'd be scary.
That'd be great.
Tamawashi's just a fucking shark in the water, dude. He's always like, he'll never be Yokozuna, but like he's there to ruin your day. Like if you think, woo, man, all I got to do is get past, day 13, and he's like, not today, sir.
Yeah,
he's like he's the journeyman of sumo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, that's a good
Iron Man.
He is.
So ruin your chances.
For me, in November, Takakesho is usually his best month. I think both of his Yusho wins have been Novembers. I don't think he'll win it, but I do think he'll get 11 or 12 wins and get a Jun Yusho this November. And I do think Wakatakakage will pull this one out and be ozeki by January. I do. I think he'll get probably 12 or 13. I think it's gonna be crazy though. I honestly do. I think it's gonna be a lot of guys at 10, 11, 12 the last day. I think they're gonna be like right there. And so it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be crazy. I think this is gonna be a really good one. So tune in. And I don't know if he's doing it because he has a new job, but if he is, Justin has a breakfast in a basho where he watches the sumo.
I got to figure out how
in the morning time. You might have to change it to like dinner in a basho, like after.
No, I mean it could be like I could do breakfast in a basho at 7 a.m. if anybody gives a shit to wake up.
But we'll find out. We'll let you know. That'll be hopefully if I get it done correctly. We'll start having it on this channel as soon as possible. So everything will be in the same spot, and I'm probably gonna move Mighty Eagle Sumo stuff off to its own channel, so that Lone Star Sumo is mainly gonna be about Sake&Sumo and us talking about sumo.
All right.
Thank you, Brandon and Al, for coming in, talking Florida Sumo with us. We will check out that tournament soon. And so, raise your drinks, guys. Let's finish this thing off the right way.
Woo!
Get your
All right,
super
guys.
on.
Actually tapped out. God damn.
Hey, real quick, we're also having a women's division. We got a heavyweight girl from Tennessee from the Iron Mountain Sumo Club, Jennifer, coming down. If you guys can convince your Texas girls to make their way over here, I don't know if Corey's going to bring his girls, but hey, we're trying to fill out the women's divisions. If not, if we can get at least a handful, I want to do a women's open weight for sure.
Okay. I will let them know at practice this Sunday.
I don't know. We need lightweights that are ready.
Yeah.
We got the lightweights.
I think somebody's calling you out, Justin.
Justin.
Yeah.
I'm getting there. I'm my long goal is nationals. Like I've been laying low, trying to recover from that
real low
separation.
He's not for the Texas State Championship because he's been skipping out on opens or lightweight competitions. He's only done half tournaments all freaking year.
Yeah, it's been a year. I mean, fucking worlds messed me up pretty bad. So I mean, I got my students whipping my ass in class. That's a problem.
All right, guys.
Yeah, got to get that recovered, man.
Yeah.